So I'll talk to you again in a fortnight's time. Thank you very much indeed, Sandeep. Off you go as we go to Eastbourne and the lovely Doreen. Good evening, Doreen.
Good evening, Bob.
How are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you.
What are you up to at the moment?
I am just getting ready to get in my bed.
Marvellous.
I've got an early start in the morning.
I see. What do you do?
I'm going to do a boot fair.
A boot fair?
Yes.
Wonderful fun.
I've been decluttering.
And what can you do us for this evening?
Well, I'd just like to say it's nice to be able to put the radio on and find a pleasant voice at the end.
Exactly.
My friends and I, for weeks, months, just not listened on a Saturday night.
No.
Because we just, after a hard week, all you want to do on a Saturday evening is sit and relax.
Absolutely.
And when you have somebody as so ignorant as rude...
Oh, he's the most ignorant man in broadcasting.
Oh, dear.
And that's in black and white.
Oh, dear. But that's how we felt.
Terrible man.
Oh, terrible. Terrible man. And how these people wanted to talk to him, they must be just as bad as what he was.
Well, you know, there are some dreadful listeners out there.
There are. I agree with you there.
Idiots.
Idiots. If
thick as two short planks.
To them, they'd have probably done... BBC have probably done something about it before now.
Well, I'm very grateful for your call of support.
How long are we going to have you for now?
Well, he's jocked me off next week.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, well, radio's off to next week then.
Well, I won't be listening myself because he's going to be blithering on about Doctor Who.
I had enough of that when my kiddies were growing up.
Exactly. It's dead and buried, isn't it? But the BBC in its wisdom have decided to resurrect it. And so, you know, little... I nearly call him a short arse. I wouldn't do that, would I? Little short arse that he is. He's decided he's going to do a Doctor Who special.
That just shows how...
ignorant.
That the poor man is.
Tragic little man.
He is.
I'd biff him if I was in the same room as him.
Are you coming back after that?
Well, I'm quite hoping, between me and the Gay Post.
Oh, I'll have to write a letter in and tell them we want Bob.
I hope it's not the first time you'll have written a letter in.
No.
No. Good.
I was going to say, no, we'll have you back, Bob.
Marvellous. Well, I'm really glad to hear that.
Tomorrow I shall be ringing all my friends to say we can have our radio on again. Not next week, but the week after.
Well, while I've got you, there is a possibility that a friend of mine who knows how to tamper with a car's brakes...
Oh.
Yes. Might be prepared to pay me back a favour that he owes me.
That's it.
Now,
Call in the favour.
The question is, how far do you think I can take this feud?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't like to say.
Well, how would you feel if you woke up in the morning and found out that his car had gone flying off Beachy Head?
Oh dear. And I live just down the road from there, don't I? But I was going to say, quite willingly, I think I would.
And she was gone. 08459 570057 is the telephone number. Yours truly, Bob Staunton. Back with you in a fortnight's time.
Bob Staunton on BBC Southern Counties Radio.
It's 10 o'clock. You're listening to BBC Southern Counties Radio. Time now for Tommy Boyd and Alison Ferns.
Tommy Boyd and Alison Ferns on BBC Southern Counties Radio.
Good evening.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Don't know what to say after listening to that.
What can you say? We won't say anything. Let's be professional about this.
Just as well, new listeners might not realise that man doesn't broadcast from within the BBC studios. No. He broadcasts from his own studio at home, where he's comfortable making those kind of personal remarks, and I certainly won't sink so low.
Exactly.
And nor will you.
No, I won't. Not worth it.
I'm unhappy about one or two listeners who are prepared to go along with that kind of what I consider to be thoroughly unprofessional. Well, I mean, you know, thoroughly unsportsmanlike behaviour, but there's now it's a queer as folk, is what I say.
I am very, very disgusted. Not with you, my friend, but with the one before you. I won't even mention his name because it's not worth that.
Dreadful man.
But have you heard him?
I try not to listen.
Tommy,
because
seriously, mate, you want to be careful.
Why?
He was saying about he knows someone, a friend that can fiddle about with car brakes, and you might find your car being go over Beachy Head.
Oh, yes, I heard that. I did hear
Tommy,
that,
you
but
want to
I
be
don't-
careful.
Yeah, I don't think he meant it, Tommy.
No, I don't know about him.
Oh, I don't know, Bill.
That is a fact.
What did he say? What did he say, Bill?
He said that he knows somebody that can fiddle with car brakes, and you might find your car going over Beachy Head.
I mean,
You can check the recordings if you don't believe me, Tommy.
I will look into that, Bill. Thank you for letting me know.
Tommy,
about
I'm
that. That is-
disgusted with him.
well, that's...
And there was a poor handicapped lad coming, and he had a right go at him.
He didn't.
Yes. I want him off the air, Tommy. I really do. What can I do?
Bill, I shall note your complaint.
I want him off the air.
I shall put your complaint forward.
You're very kind, Bill, and I appreciate your concern for me, and I will check my car brakes.
Yeah, please do.
Thank you for that. Cheers,
Thanks,
mate.
Bill. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, God bless.
Nice man.
Yeah. I
caring
wouldn't worry
man.
about that, though.
I'm not going to.
No. I don't think he meant it. It was just Bob.
If he's hard enough, he knows where I am.
Yeah.
It-
Well, it's not going to come to that, though, is it?
Yeah. And
No.
well, I'd like him to give it a go. I've got one ethic, and I've never hit anybody smaller than myself, and Bob is considerably bigger than me, isn't he?
He is bad.
Have you seen his picture on the website?
I have seen
Have you
his
seen his
picture.
picture on the Bob Staunton Shrine, or whatever it's called? Oh, Ultimate Bob Staunton site. His website. I mean, the state of him. I'd have him. I heard he got in a fight with Pete Murray years ago. You probably don't know who Pete Murray is.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah. I heard that at a disc jockey's do, because
Yeah.
he used to be on the sort of swing jock list on Radio 1 in the early days. He got in a fight with Pete Murray. And Pete Murray is a tiny, lovely guy, wouldn't say boo to a goose. And Bob Staunton, he's 18 stone, had too much to drink, and laid out Pete Murray.
Dear. So he's got a bit of a history of it.
Yeah. So we might